Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we are discussing the fantastically large, fantastically cobra yellow, fantastically audacious, bold, and unabashedly oversized Breitling Avenger Hurricane 12-hour. You can see and you can purchase this Breitlight composite manufacture movement 50mm Breitling chronograph on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Breitlight composite manufacture movement 50mm Breitling Avenger Hurricane 12-hour. Now, the Breitling Avenger Hurricane made its debut at Baselworld 2016 with a black dial in a 24-hour format. Its standout features even then were the sheer size of the case, 50mm, and its extraordinary lightness, thanks to Breitling's composite Breitlight material. Now, after years of sticking to base metals and precious metals, Breitling embraced alternative materials in a big way in 2016. At the absolute top end with the ChronoWorks at $40,000, full ceramic with ceramic movement, in the mid-range with the Breitlight cases, and then later on with the Colton Breitlight. This watch is a 2017 innovation on that first ambitious Breitlight 50mm chronograph with a more readable 12-hour format and an absolutely radioactive cobra yellow dial. Now you can see on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. The watch is oversized, and again, it's not shy about it. This is a watch that absolutely commands attention. It's either to your taste or not, but I commend Breitling for embracing the idea of a love-hate watch, much like Chrysler style in the 1990s. Cars like the PT Cruiser, the Dodge Viper, the Plymouth Prowler, they just weren't afraid to offend some people in the interest of ensnaring and perhaps infatuating those who truly loved. 50mm across the round of the case. The watch is measured 50mm without the aid of chronograph pushers or crown guard. In terms of thickness, it's thick, maybe not as thick as you imagined. 17mm. There are smaller watches that are thicker than this, but from lug to lug at 60.5mm, you can see this is a big timepiece. Now, as you can see, it's not even sized for my wrist. The strap can be cut down, and because it is so light, even unsized, it's staying put. That gives you an idea of just how light this composite case is. It's almost unnervingly light. This is like a 38 or 39mm steel watch on the wrist. It's that gossamer. Now, the strap is a wonderful piece because it's a handsome and appropriate combination of textile stitched to a natural vulcanized rubber. There's also a wonderful evacuated sort of hollow on the back, so not only does it make it thinner and more pliant, but it allows the wrist to breathe on a hot day, allowing sweat, moisture, grit, and oil to escape the wrist during periods of activity. It is a full-featured and well-credentialed sports watch with a screw-down crown and 100-meter water resistance. The inside of the clasp is titanium. That is the actual folding swing arm portion. The shell itself is in Breitlight composite, like the rest of the case, and so very light. Twin trigger actuation, so it can't pop open, not friction fit. It does feature a clever slider mechanism, so while the strap is designed to be cut to length, you do have a great deal of incremental adjustment without the intervention of a jeweler, or to simply pop it open and wear it over a flight suit or a winter coat. Now, the watch has fairly standard Breitling case lines, albeit scaled up to a nightmare scale. You can see, though, it does have nice taper to the lugs, such that when you put it on the wrist, and I know a lot of folks are going to be wringing hands over this, it does fit on my 16-centimeter wrist. I believe you'd get the same fit on 15 centimeters. Now, it's not going to look small, and all proportionality is lost unless you're Shaq, but that is the style. If you're into it, this is a compelling option, especially because of the sheer lightness of it. Now, the bezel is unidirectional rotating, so though this is an aviation-centric chronograph, nevertheless, it can be used as a light-duty diver. 100 meters unidirectional. It does have a constant seconds indicator. So in terms of the ISO, this one's good to go. You cannot miss this watch. It's abundantly legible in any light. I actually think this one might be visible from space. Breitling's B01 caliber inside, 70-hour power reserve, automatic winding, COSC Swiss chronometer. It is a vertical clutch column wheel chronograph, so very crisp to actuate, a tactile pleasure. Since 2009, Breitling has really perfected the B01. It's now a very reliable, top-of-the-market chronograph caliber with a 70-hour power reserve. The column wheel is paired with a vertical clutch, so if you like center seconds, you can simply leave it running with no additional hazard to the movement. Now, when you pull the crown out, you do hack the balance, stopping the second. You can synchronize to a reference time. There is a quick set for the date as well. This is a watch that arguably glows more brightly in the light than it does in the dark. Like I said, a love or hate piece. It is quite compelling in the hand. There's a huge disparity between the anticipated mass and the lightness on the wrist. So although it is huge, it is a gentle giant. You can see and you can purchase this gentle giant on our website.